Hey, I'm Gerone Wright here and back again here on my Gerone Wright channel. You're joining me. Okay, in this image I'm back again in space with you. This is an image file number NJC337 2D and this is an image from NASA Hubble telescope, and this is again at the Carina Nebula Paranormal. As you see, NASA has their drawings and markings and identifiers identifying each location here in this Carina Nebula mass. Over here you have the keyhole, which is there. Over here you have the Hera object, stellar object here, the tempular cluster there. I mean, they have their markings of it. So this is an official NASA image here, okay? What is amazing about this is I have made some amazing discoveries about the Carina Nebula Paranormal. This mass is 7.7 something million light years in width and diameter. Okay, so it's of an enormous size. Our world would probably fit in just a little speck that you see here. However, if you start to look closely at this, there are skeletons here. Here's one, there's the chin coming around the mouth, the nose, the forehead. Here's the eye socket here for that skull. Oh, not skeleton, a skull, sorry. Here's the cheekbone. You can even outline the whole cheekbone. Here's the neckline over here. Okay, then there's another skull here. Right there, there's the eye socket. Come around, it's a half a skull there, and then it has a guy head right out of there, another skull, chin, mouth, eye, and then there's the eye socket right there. I'm circling the skull. So you have 1, 2, 3 skulls, and then if that don't beat all, if you go right here, there's a face right there. I'm going to show you how a printout of this too. There's a face right there, and then there's another face behind it, and then there's faces all through this nebulae matter mass. Over here I had pointed out about there being a woman, a red-headed woman. Just now, for the sake of this video, for the first time, I actually seen that right next to her is that a face of a older, a dark-skinned woman, meaning African in origin woman, right next to her, and then another woman right next to her. And lo and behold, that where they said that there is stellar jets, and they have that at the points of stellar jets, guess what those stellar jets are? They actually create the bosoms or breasts of this three-headed woman right here with the arms out. So this is absolutely incredible here. I'm going to show you the black woman's face right next to the other one. So right here where they have it squared off as D1, her big hero object, stellar jet, I'm going to take you there and where we're at here. Okay. You see where I'm identifying, right here? This is the red hair of the face of this woman right there. Right next to her is a darkened figure, and it's obviously the shape of the face of a woman. Right next to her, and then there's another lighter object where you go off here. But there, this dark matter right here is the face of a woman. I don't know if you guys, how much of this you can see from there. I'm going to turn it a little bit. But this here, I'm telling you, is a face, a distorted face of a woman. That star creates her earring there. There's her neckline. There's her bosoms. And the cloud matter creates her like an evening dress around her chest area. Right next to her, there's 3 heads. There's another one there. Then there's another one after that. I don't know how much of this you can see, but the further you are, the actual better. So if you Google this, people, this image, trust me, if you go here and look right here, you will see this woman's face. The further away you are from it, you'll realize that it's her face. When the closer that you become, the larger that this becomes, the more distorted that it actually becomes to you. So it's in resolution in your distance of seeing it. However, you'll see the defining features of the foreheads, the hairlines, and all, the noses, the chins, the lips. This darker skinned version woman, which I'm identifying as an African-like woman, her lips and everything, the defining features are all right there, okay, as you go along there. Now, The reason why I'm back here again, because I have countless videos out on this. Oh, here's the skeleton, by the way, too, people. I want to get your attention. I always like to go back to this. The skulls. Okay. I'm going to go, if I can get this right, because I'm doing this upside down. You see that guy right there? There's his forehead, eye, nose, mouth. Hold on. I got to come from this side. I hate doing this because you see all of that? There's the skull. There's a half a skull here. The eye. I don't even know if I'm actually right there. Okay. There's the eye socket of the skull. There's a half a skull. Then you have another being coming out right there. And then they're faced off with this larger skull here. All right. That is right here where I just told you. There's no denying none of that right there. Now, I'm going to get away from this because I actually already done this before. This is a new discovery right here. The black woman. Right there. Okay. So if you Google this image, just Google Carina Nebula Paranormal. I challenge you guys to go right there. In fact, I'm going to put an arrow down on top of her head. If I can. Right there where, did I get my blue arrow? There's my blue arrow right there at the black woman. See her? There's the start of my arrow. My arrow comes down. Her hairline and everything is right there. There's her face in space. And next to her is a lighter version of a woman. There's 3 women right across here. The hairlines and everything. I'm challenging you to Google either an original copy, doesn't make a difference. You have a 3-headed woman right there, arms outstretched, and then the skulls and all of that. All right. Now, this is what I want to tell you about what's going on here in space. And the reason why I'm back here in space. I got to hurry up too, by the way. And what's happening is that these are different individuals. Okay. They're cut off. There's a man of color. There's an Asian woman. There's monkeys. You know, each one of us was gifted with a special gift. Besides the likenesses of who we are, our eyesight. Okay. And our eyesight, which was gifted to us, and this is a globe of our world. Okay. This is a globe of our world. It's actually old globe. Actually. And this is our world. I was trying to spin it, but it looks like it's not going to spin. I guess it's just that old. Okay. This is a globe of our world. Our eyesight was gifted to us and our bodies to work and conform with that within our planet. So inside our atmospheric layerings, our eyesight, our bodies are created to function. My position is that once we leave our world and enter into space, whether it's in space or these are different planets, or arrive at different planets if we could ever make it there, then our eyesights are no longer a trusted asset of our bodies. In other words, what we describe as being aliens flying through space and visiting other worlds. It's my position that everything, science, the chemistry of our body, does not function in the way that it would be expected to be in our day-to-day life here on our world and in our planet. It's my position that once we leave through the atmospheric layerings of our world and enter into space, then everything changes, including the laws of physics, our body chemistry, our eyesight. We're leaving one dimension and entering into another. It's like me having on my glasses and go into a room with about 10 or 20 other set of people of glasses, and go and use and select their glasses to use to read with when I know that my glasses are created just for my eyesight. So therefore, to read into or see into space is the same exact thing. You have to apply the same analogy. It's my position that NASA is giving us one telescope to look through. Their telescope, and then the telescope that they're utilizing is conformed to seeing things in the way that we would expect to see them here in our world, which makes the pictures that they're transmitting back to us to look at unreliable, because you need a dimensional telescope that conforms with what is happening in space. Now, no one knows what is happening in space. So therefore, science in space is unreliable because nothing has been explored in that sense in the way that I am now speaking. You cannot take your eyes, your eyesight, your vision, your science that gives you a telescopic enhancement of sight and apply it in space, when space is a dimensional. Through each dimensional and distance and dimensions, it applies a different set of rules for seeing space. In other words, you have to conquer understanding. And I think that no one possibly never will. But my eyes has a filtration system that allows me to see this stuff, by the way, people. And my story is on alien UFOs and many other different things. And this is the reason why I'm arriving at where I'm at now. People, it's by us traveling in space. You know what it's like doing, or that's not traveling, but us trying to see through space through NASA's Hubble telescope or Kepler's scope or anything else, is like you going into a dark room and trying to feel your way around. The only way you can shed light on what is happening in space is that you have to have a doubled visioned or a dimensional telescope or a dimensional device that allows you to see things in many different ways. These images that we have, I'm able to see this in a way that no one else. This image has been around like seemingly forever. And no one has to date seen these images except for me. The reason why I seen them is because my eyesight automatically allows me to adjust to these images. I'm paranormally drawn to everything that I showed you here. Faces. All through this, I have seen my other videos because I've drawn on this. I can create a whole entire painting on this. I can turn this any direction and show you a sequence of beings that is in this nebulae mass. I can turn it upside down. I can turn it sideways. Any direction that we turn it. There are images in here. The same creatures that are in existence in our worlds. They're dinosaurs. I mean, when I tell you that they're dinosaurs, they're pictures. Like if you took a picture of a dinosaur and placed it here. Holographic images. My position is that, in fact, NASA may know about this. About these, how to, they may be giving us one set of images to look through one telescope, while they have many telescopes and they know exactly how to read through into space. Giving you, in other words, giving you a false pair of glasses to wear and see space through, while they have the correct set of glasses to see space through. Oh, I wonder if I can do that woman up here with that. I don't know if you could see that woman there. No, I'm going to leave that there for a minute. That woman is right. Are we seeing that? I don't know if you could see that woman or anything. When I pan over this, I'm going to see if you guys can see anything different. See that head in there? That face? Right there, I'm over top of that skull. But people, my position is that how can you expect for your eyesight to work in the same way? It just can't. My name is Gerone Wright. I'm going to end that video there. Thank you. I ran out of time.